Same day, I just upload the first video because it was long. Let's split it. Okay, what I did, I took out the wiring harness from the tank. Alright, I have same plug. The thing is that's different thickness the cable, and I'm not gonna get a chance to have any headache. It's not the same thickness, obviously, and this is shorter and this is longer. Alright, now what I did, I removed the pin, I took it out, and there is some plastic piece on the plug here on top. If you see the rest, they don't have anything plastic. It's supposed to be when it melts the filter, most probably. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean it, I'm gonna put back again inside. Let's go to see the car. This is the plug that goes to the bucket. The bucket, to remove the bucket, there are 3 nuts only. With a 10mm socket you can take it out, it's not a big deal. And I took it out first to check where it goes, this valve, if there is any specific point that you can put it. The valve, the black one that I showed you earlier. And second, to see if I have the same length cable and to don't struggling inside of the fuel tank and to don't hurt the wiring for the level sensor. Let's go to see how it looks like. Alright, that's how it looks like inside. That's the bucket. Alright, the socket, I keep it in place because that's, you remove it with a 10mm. I was just going around, here it comes the plug for the leveler, classic, not something new. I was just checking around to see where I can put, oh, here, up. It might come, this you cannot take it out, by the way. There is a possibility to go here, because there it's the, let me see 1 second. No, it's not possible to go there. One way to see where it's reaching this is to put on the filter and see where it can reach this one. It might have something inside and they remove it. It might, oh boy, there is nothing else at the bottom, let us say, to have any valve. There is no any valve somewhere to put the plug, and there is no any pipe like that has the small valve that it's lifting the fuel away from the bucket and dumping it inside. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Plan B. I'm not putting it now, this in place. First you have to put the plug there on the leveler, and then you have to bolt it down, otherwise there's no space to take it out. Or it might have a space, but you don't want to get a chance to stress the cables. Let me cover it. Let's go to clean the pin and moving on. Let's see what I have done up to now. I clean it. It looks better than before. That's what it came out. This one that has the shape of the pin, it was inside. Alright, a little bit of sandpaper, a little bit the razor blade there, it clean. The ears are open to go to secure it properly. Alright, shoving it again inside. And then the final test is gonna be checking each phase through the diagnostic to see how many amperes it's passing and if they are equal. If I see that all 3 phases are correct, we are happy. I wish to have the same thickness wiring and the same length, but I don't have, unfortunately. Otherwise I'm not gonna do all these things, I'm not gonna clean it, I'm gonna just remove pin out, put the same color, you know, bam, end of story. But unfortunately it is what it is. Let's put it together and let's continue with the pump. Back in place, and for those who's wondering why I'm not getting a new plug with a new wire, I'm gonna tell you this. I have searched for it, I can't find it. Alright, we are talking about the number 3 pin that was out. Okay, so I cannot find if it was available, at least here in this country I'm talking about, alright? If it was available, the wiring is gonna be much better, but change the wiring and everybody happy. But nope. By the way, if anybody knows how to get the wiring for inside of the fuel tank, this kind of wiring, please, if you don't mind, share the link with me. I'm gonna send it at the office to order some cables. Right, yeah. Alright, fuel pumps now. The original pump, I know, has a check valve and it doesn't have here the spring with a ball for the safety. This is, some of them they have, some of them they don't have. Alright, we don't care about that. I already see that it doesn't return back. I already know that. It's fine. Now, I need to block the pipe and see if I can push backwards air or fuel down. It's supposed to don't be like that. I have the same pump like this, I have it. I just want to see. Then I want to see the rate of leak that has this pipe. And since you are talking about fuel pump upgrade, you don't want to have a rate of leak. Except if, no, how? You don't have. This looks like that you're going and you're putting in a valve. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you just a second. I'm gonna show you in a minute what I mean with a valve. I'm talking about this valve here that has this one. This is the fuel, the pressure, all right? And you see that this small pipe, it's pushing fuel here. Here inside has one small tiny valve. It's pushing this way and starts sucking fuel from down here. And it's dumping inside of the bucket. That's why this is open. And then there is another one like this with one wire from the pump side to dump again fuel around of the tank inside of the bucket. This one, this pipe, take a look how much flashing. It's okay, yeah, it's okay. This one, it makes sense to go in a valve to sucking fuel outside of the bucket and dumping it inside. But I cannot find anywhere to put it. Let me search. You know what? Yay, 2022 Tassos, you're dumb. Google it, right? You might find something. Let's see if you cannot keep it just blowing out. You know this. You're gonna tell me this in true. It's a waste of fuel, of pressure. Yes, but it's lifting fuel to don't empty the bucket. And with the two pumps, when you're pushing, you're gonna have much more suction. You're gonna empty faster the bucket. You're gonna tell me this is a big bucket. It's not a small bucket like the 204 example. All right. Let's see, because I doubt there's gonna be one pipe on the air hanging like that. It's supposed to be somewhere, all right? Otherwise, if it's hanging on the air, why they didn't make it straight, or why they didn't block it? Yeah. Let's see. Try to figure it out now. What in hell is that? Worst case scenario, should I fix something and lock it to come inside and block this hole completely? Again, we are not talking about stock application, all right? You see, it's not stock. And by the way, I have what? I already have this. I have already done this long time ago. It's not something new. This is what I fix and this is what I order. I give the dimensions and they fix for me this one. Yeah, you have seen before. The guys that they are following long time. You have seen me doing that before. It's not the first time. But again, once again, I'm not gonna say so many things. I'm just saying, if you have ethanol, then it makes sense because the car has also methanol. If you don't have an ethanol, you can play with methanol, and you're gonna be based on methanol. So you're not gonna push the car if you don't have methanol. For those who understand, they understand. For those who don't understand, no problem. Let me hide now this one and make two tests here to see what's going on. Both check valves working excellent. It's not going back. It's sealing fine in both pumps. both of them are looking new. I'm gonna see with the diagnostic, like I said, the amperes for each phase and how much the pressure under load. We're gonna need the customer actually to do that. We need also permission for test drive, and then what's remaining? This stupid thing. Yay! Yeah. Time for the fuel filter. Alright, I have the new one here. I'm not touching it yet. Let's deal with the old one. I need to fix the terminals. I have to drill and tap the other one. It's not only drilling, you need to tap it to don't escape fuel out. That's how I'm doing it actually. Now, let's see something. If we install the filter in place, alright, this notch here, it's at 12 o'clock. Fine, and it looks approximately there. If you follow the lines, you see that the pressure from the fuel pump and the other valve, it's next to it. That means there is a valve that you are mounting it and it goes inside of the bucket, because this side by side, right? This pointing down to the fuel pump, correct? That's how it looks like. And this one, see what's going on here. In one case, let's leave it naturally as it is, alright? In one case, okay, the fuel pump is a little bit more high, this is a little bit more low. So this one, it should be on the bucket, it should go inside of the bucket of the fuel pump and not spraying outside fuel. This is how it looks like. What I need, it's gonna be very helpful if I had the old fuel pump, because this is the upgrade one. If I had, let us say, the old one, I'm gonna be able to see what's going on, what had there. Maybe there was a valve and another pipe to sucking from outside inside. This, I suppose, don't leave it outside. Yeah. Let's deal with the filter to drill and tap it and seal it. Yeah, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. There is something else there that goes, and whoever touched it, whoever fixed before, he leave this pipe out. But you're trying to upgrade it. You're not trying to spraying fuel inside the tank, because this has a hole. It comes fuel out from here. Alright, see what's the problem here. I'll explain what's the problem here. From here it comes the petrol, the pressure, alright, the fuel. From here it's connected to go front to the high pressure pumps. Fine. There is no third pipe, so the extra fuel, the adjustable, the regulated fuel from the regulator here to going back inside of the bucket of the fuel pump. Like how it is the SLS. The SLS has 3 pipes, and one pipe it's connected where is the bucket, where is the fuel pump. It goes on the side here, up right actually. Alright? Not in this case. So what does mean that one? It means that it's gonna be leaking from here, from the regulator that you can see here that has the lines inside of the fuel tank. But the bucket, it doesn't have any other source to get inside fuel other than the membrane that has down on the bottom. There's only one membrane that it's like a check valve that can enter inside fuel but cannot go out. The biggest problem in this application is going to be that the bucket will gonna come empty. If you have, let us say, less than half tank and it's not being fully covered from petrol, the bucket, you're gonna have a problem. And how you're gonna replace? That's why I'm saying that definitely there is a valve. Definitely there is a valve that's lifting the fuel from outside and dumping it inside. Need to see a picture of the original fuel pump to see what it is, how it is. If it was an AMG, if it was SLS or any other, I know, but not for the SL500. I swapped the wiring from the old fuel filter, alright, to the new fuel filter. I cover it and put it there inside. This is done. Now, I check online how it looks like the top of the pump. This is an old one. I don't even remember from where I get it out, alright? So, It looks like that. Looks like that has one piece like this, without any valve, without nothing inside. All right. So see what is gonna happen now. It makes sense now. It makes sense. Just only why you're gonna tell me, okay, why you didn't show it there? Why? Because on the original housing, what they have done, because there is position for double pump, they open the hole here and they put the other pump. So this disappears completely. You need one piece like this, one opening like that, in one place to put inside this piece. This is how it looks like. I'm waiting for a picture, for a live picture, the pump, not from online. Online I don't understand so much. I saw that there is a gap, but just in case if there is any valve, maybe there is something here up, I don't know. Because I saw another one picture that has more holes here, you know, 3 holes, something like this. Let's see the picture, and if it's just only a hole like this, we're gonna see what we're gonna do. I might, you know what I'm gonna do? Might extend the pipe to reach here, because now the attachment point, it's not on the pump direct, because there is 2 pumps, it goes to a Y and then it's connected somewhere here. And you're not gonna reach this on the bucket. I might extend this pipe. You're gonna tell me why to sacrifice fuel when you're not blocking this one to finish the story, right? Why to escape from there the fuel? Let's think about it. All right, yeah, let's upload also this part to don't be huge, and then the next part will gonna be whatever we're gonna decide. We're gonna see, and at the end we're gonna have a test with a diagnostic to see the amperes, to see the pressures, to see the quantity control valve, to see if it's spraying enough methanol, maybe need more methanol, stuff like that. I went upstairs to find this one, this pump. All right, and this is what I was saying earlier, that there is this piece here. It's pushing fuel through this valve, all right, and starts sucking fuel from down here, and it's dumping it inside of the bucket. All right, now instead of making one hole like this and just throwing inside fuel, that doesn't make any sense to me. All right, it doesn't make any sense, honestly. You just, what's the reason? Why don't give pressure here, fix the bracket to be next to the outside of the bucket, obviously, fix the bracket in a position to be down, and then make one hole on the cover up to supply with fuel. Well, gonna be the tricky one. I'm not gonna be able to make a hole where on this, because there is another pump and I'm not gonna have enough space. Plus, the smartest one is gonna be on the side of the bucket, like the SLS, on the top of the bucket, let us say, because there are partitions inside to don't have waves, to don't have turbulence, to don't disturbing so much the fuel, especially when it comes empty the fuel tank. So if I manage, you're gonna tell me now how you're gonna go from so big to so small, right? Yeah, that's a different story. If I fix the line from the beginning, and if I put here stainless steel, and come in this out, I have to check also what valve has inside, because there are 3 different valves. There is a blue, yellow and red, I think. There is one small valve inside, and I might search for a better than this one. Yeah, like I said, let's get the picture first of the pump. Alright, not what I see online, because online I see only this one and I don't see if there is anything inside. Most probably it's gonna be like that, and you're gonna be just putting it in place. That, once again, like I said, doesn't make any sense. And I might modify this valve, not the specific, this type of valve. I might find cleaner than this, to suck fuel from outside to supply with fuel the bucket, to don't run out of petrol, because there's nothing to throw petrol inside the bucket, and it's important. especially when they're running 2 pumps. Again, it's not a stock application, we're talking about upgrade, so don't think about it. Yeah, let's upload this video and we can see what I'm gonna do.